The Bayeux Tapestry is set to be insured against damage for an estimated £800 million while it's on loan to the British Museum next year, with the bill being paid by the Treasury. The 70-metre-long embroidery depicting the Battle of Hastings in 1066 will travel from France to London as part of a deal between the two nations' governments. It's the first time the tapestry will return to England since its creation more than 900 years ago. Benjamin Paul is a professor of medieval history at the University of Bristol, and he's a specialist on the tapestry.
The tapestry is, as far as we can tell, a unique artefact. It's an embroidered story together with text that tells the story of William the Conqueror's invasion of England and the events surrounding it. And it is, as far as we know, the only material narrative of that very important episode, both in English, French and European history.
And it's the first time the tapestry will return to England since its creation 900 years ago. Is this controversial at all in France, or are they happy that we're getting it over here in the UK?
I guess it very much depends who you'd ask. Generally, I think you would find opposition both for ideological reasons, particularly also in parts of the wider public who might be jarred by experiences around Brexit. But also you will find, I guess, some strong voices of support, particularly within academia, and the concerns you will find amongst French colleagues in particular are more around safety and material integrity than they are about the principle of having the Bayeux Tapestry crossing the channel again.
Of course, because it's so precious. How are they going to ensure that it gets here safely?
Well, indeed, if anything, it is priceless. It's very difficult to put a number, to put a value on an artifact like that. And as far as I'm aware, it will be travelling by car, by land, and going through the tunnel, which I personally would agree is very likely the safest way of transporting an artifact such as the Bayeux Tapestry, as opposed to airplane or even train.
Imagine the people who are going to be responsible for it. What a task. They have the responsibility.
It is indeed, rather them than me, to be honest with you. I've been involved in transporting other artefacts over much shorter distances, and that was stressful enough.
So £800 million it's being insured for. You've mentioned it's priceless, though. I mean, it must have been difficult to even put a figure on it.
I can only imagine it must have been. Obviously, this will have been the work of some people with a lot of expertise in matters of insurance and valuations. As far as I'm concerned, the higher the sum, the better. Because it really is a one-of-a-kind artefact that will be impossible to replace if damaged.
And do we know how it's going to be displayed once it gets here?
Quite a few details have emerged over recent weeks and months. As far as we know, it will be displayed, again, roughly at eye level, at head height, which is in keeping with what I and many other colleagues believe to have been the original intended viewing experience, which is a good thing, but needless to say, in a modern museum context, certain compromises have to be accepted and made, again, to ensure the safety of the item more than anything.